All right, how's it going, everybody? My name is Mark Harmon, and you are watching the Comic On Demand Show. This is episode 35, I think, because 35. Because episode 34 was at my family reunion. I will get that posted sometime. I don't know when I'll get it posted, but I guess it's gonna be a little weird because it'll go in the videos part. Like if you go to the Comic On Demand page. It has like videos, live, playlist, all that stuff for you, like across the top. It'll be in the video, or it'll be in the videos because I'll have to upload it. Because usually the show's in the live, and it's not going to be live because it was in the videos. But anyway, but yeah, sorry anybody who wanted to watch it live from my family reunion. It was technical difficulties, and the difficulty was that we didn't have any sort of reception out where we were to stream it. So that was it. That was the technical difficulty, is I didn't have internet. So that'll do it. But anyway, for those that don't know, my name is Mark Harmon, as you can see in the sign back here. And this is the Comic On Demand Show. This is the show where I will draw a 4-panel comic that will look something like this. But as you can see, it is blank. Okay? That is because I am going to let you tell me what to draw. How does that sound? Okay, so, but before we get going, I do have a couple of rules. So I do try to keep this PG, so I don't take any suggestions of anything super raunchy or hot button stuff or whatever. Like, we're just trying to have a good time and have fun. And second rule is that I will not take any suggestions of things that already properties that already exist, like brand names or characters like SpongeBob, Superman, Pepsi, whatever. Anything that has a name that everybody knows, I'm not going to do it. So think of something else. Be more clever. Okay? So this is how it's going to work. You're going to see a little screen pop up with a little dancing guy right about here. And make sure you're looking at the chat, because that's how you'll know when to put in your suggestion. Okay? So if you're looking at the chat, I'm going to put the word go in the chat, and then the first 2 suggestions that come in after that, those are the 2 suggestions that I'm going to use to create this 4-panel comic, okay? But don't worry, if you didn't get your suggestion in, stay tuned till the middle of the show, where I will do a mid-suggestion stream, and you'll get another chance. So don't fret. If you don't get it the first time, you can get it the second time. Or technically the third time. Because it's 2 and then 1. Okay, anyway. So let's get it going. Hopefully the screen pops up at the same time I put go in the chat. If not, if it's before or after, whatever, just pay attention to the chat. Don't worry about what's going on the screen, because that's not... Anyway, due to lag and stuff. So I'm going to put go in the chat and then put your suggestion. Okay? Sound good? Okay, let's do it right now. All right, we got our first 2 suggestions. It looks like we have our first suggestion of Happy Camper Roasting Marshmallows. And then we have our second suggestion of Flamingo in a tutu. Like, what? What is with the tutus? You people are obsessed with tutus. All right, I'm just saying that. Just saying. You're all obsessed with tutus. Okay. I'm going to put those suggestions right here. Happy camper to you. Happy camper roasting marshmallows. Is that how you spell marshmallows? And flamingo in a tutu. All right. Okay. Okay, real quick before I even get going here, your screen's gonna go blurry because I'm gonna go to Google, and I don't want you seeing all the naughty stuff that I look up. I'm just kidding. That's not why I'm doing it. It's because copyright stuff. I don't know what I can and can't show on a live stream. But I do just need a quick reference of a flamingo. Okay, that's... come on. Okay, that's a good shot of a head. I just need like a full body here somewhere. Just in case I draw a full body flamingo. There we go. Okay, sweet. I now have reference for a flamingo. Boop. Even though it's blurry, you can probably tell that's a flamingo, can't you? I just don't want the owner of this photograph being like, "Hey, you showed my photo on a on YouTube or whatever." That's why it's blurred, because I'm just trying to cover my buns, just in case. All right. Happy camper roasting marshmallows and flamingo in a tutu. That's what I told her. Tutu this, tutu that. Yeah, dude, we're like 35 episodes, and I've drawn 2 things in tutus. I mean, come on now. 2 out of 35? That's like high or something. Okay. Oh, yeah. Before we even started, Karen posted a question. Was it so fun to have a live audience? Yes, it was. It was very weird, too, because I had like my microphone was hooked to like this little loudspeaker thing. So I was like hearing myself also. So that was weird. Because when I'm here in the studio, it just sounds like I'm talking to myself in my studio. But at the reunion, I was like on a loudspeaker. So I felt like I was giving a talk in church or something. I could hear myself. So that was weird. But it was almost like a lot more relaxing, just because, you know, while I was drawing, other people were just chatting and talking, and like there wasn't as much pressure, I guess. Not that there's a whole lot of pressure here, but anyway. Happy camper roasting. Oh, jeez. And a flamingo and a tutu. Okay. Okay, I just had an idea. Did I have hecklers? Kind of. I sort of purposely created some hecklers. Like, well, you'll see it in the video if you watch it, but one of the suggestions was a giant salamander. But I had everybody write it on a piece of paper, and then I put it in a little bowl or whatever, and had the kids draw it out. And so like it was like some of it was like little kid writing, so I couldn't quite read what it said. And so I thought it said giant salad monster, which, you know, still fits, right? Like that's still a suggestion I would get. So I thought it said salad monster, but then the little kid behind me, I can't remember whose kid it was, but they were like, it's a salamander. So anyway, so every time I said salamander, instead I said salad monster. And then all the kids kept correcting me, salamander. But I did it on purpose because it was funny. It got a rise out of them. And I'm pretty sure some people said some stuff while I was drawing. But it was very like, it was kind of like having like a, I guess I should start drawing. Anyway, it was like, you know how at some restaurants or something, they could have a live band, and some people are sitting there watching the band, But then some people are just sitting there eating their dinner while listening to the band. And so it's kind of a very laid back sort of thing. Like, sure, there's a person playing live on stage, but they're kind of in the background a little bit. Like, it's not like you don't care, but kind of, you know what I mean? So that's kind of, I think, what it was like. It was very laid back. Like, it was still like, okay, everybody, Mark's doing his thingy. But then it was still like, all right, well, he's drawing, so let's all just chat and whatever. But part of it was like, because other people were just kind of having separate conversations here and there, I felt weird saying things. Like, even though I was doing the show, I still kind of felt like, I was like, oh, I don't want to like be rude. People are talking. So I don't think I talked a whole lot during it because I felt like I was being rude because people were having conversations. And I'm over here with a microphone and a speaker. So I felt weird talking. I was the piano man. Exactly. That's basically what it was. I was background drawing noise for people talking. Oh, that's right. And so I gave these. I had a bunch of pages of these printed out for the kids, and so all the kids could draw along with me. So that was cool. So I think I sort of almost without permission, I guess, I just took all the kids' drawings because I wanted to actually like scan them or whatever and put them at the end of the video or whatever. So there'll be my drawing and then all the kids' Comic On Demand drawings where they sort of copied my drawing, and it's super cool. So I want to stick those at the end. So you'll see all the other kids' drawings too, because they drew along with me. It was cool. Okay, so I know what the joke's gonna be here, but I don't quite know how I'm gonna get there. Like, I know the punchline, but I don't know how to get to the punchline in a funny-ish way, I guess. Let's see. All right, I know how to get there. Okay, I just had to zone out there for a second, let the cogs turn, but we're good now. We got it. But yeah, it was a cool family reunion. So that first night, I did my Comic On Demand thing, and then the second night, my brother Bruce and my nephew and his son PK, like they both have Mandalorian outfits and Jedi outfits and stuff, and so they did sort of like a Mandalorian Jedi training thing with like Nerf guns and then they bought a bunch of these foam. I mean, I guess they're just like little pool noodles with lights in them, but you know, they look like lightsabers. And so they gave all the kids one of those, and then they were doing like a Jedi training, and all the kids are smacking each other with the pool noodle things. Anyway, it was pretty cool. It was a very nerd family reunion. Um, hey, if my wife is watching or has this on, can you tell everybody in the house to get off the internet? or get off the Wi-Fi because my dropped frames are going crazy. So I don't even, I might be like, everything's smooth on my end, but I might be breaking up and it might be a really choppy stream. I don't know. But I have no way to text them because that's my texting device right there. So I can't text anybody. Actually, I'm going to have his eye closed right there. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Something about just a nice, calm day. Enjoying the night air. And ... Okay, good. Because a lot of the time, because I have this little, I'm glad it's still clear on your guys' end, because, whoops, oh geez, that's not supposed to move. Yeah, I have this like little indicator thing down here at the bottom that has like the time, like how long I've been streaming and blah, 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 and whatever. But then there's like this thing that says dropped frames. And if somebody's like sucking on my internet, it has a lot of dropped frames. Usually when I do this, I'm like, hey, everybody get off the Wi-Fi, and then I start it, and then I basically have no dropped frames. But now I'm at like 1,264 dropped frames. And that usually means that it's having a hard time. I think the more dropped frames, the more likely it is that it'll look all crappy on your end or something. if I knew I was going to be drawing a flamingo, I would have prepared a little mini sort of drawing lesson thing that I gave to a church group. For any who see this and have no idea what I'm talking about, in my church we have these groups called Young Men and Young Women's, which is just young men and young women, like 12 and up, like 12 to 18. It's just the group of 12 to 18-year-olds. Anyway, I've had the young men come over a couple times, and I give them like a little drawing lesson thing. And part of it is I use a flamingo to sort of prove a concept. So basically I have this flamingo in just sort of like basic shapes, like squares, just a flamingo made up of squares and triangles and all that stuff. And then I have a completely different bird, but it's also made up of squares and triangles in the exact same spot. Like, if the body's a circle, the other one's a circle, the beak's a triangle, this is a triangle, like they're made of the exact same shapes. But I have the other bird, the shapes are like different sizes, so the proportions are different. So it's to show, the whole lesson is proportions. I basically tell people, I'm like, look, the biggest issue that people have with drawing is proportions. Like, if you can get proportions correct, even if your drawing is bad, if the proportions are correct, your drawing will actually look really good. The flamingo is not the happy camper. That is true. I did a little bait and switch. I'm not getting violent. Oh, speaking of getting violent, this family reunion Comic Con demand, I drew blood for the first time, so, there's that. So I really pushed the PG. I basically drew a battle scene. And there were some arrows sticking in a leg. And I did some blood, so there's that. But the flamingo is perfectly fine. The flamingo just has the marshmallow in its mouth. So it's not dying. See, its eye is still open. See, if it was dead, then it would have an X inside the eye. But it's still alive, so it's all right. So that way it's not violent because it's still alive. That's how that works, right? You can do anything you want as long as it still lives. Let's give a hint of some happy trees back here. That way you know he's in the woods. In case you didn't know. All right. Okay, so before I start inking, let me get a wider shot here. So there it is right now. So before I start inking this thing, this is the part of the show where, remember I said about in the middle you can have your chance to get a thing in. Okay, so now's the time. So same as before, you're gonna see a little dancing guy. I'm gonna put a go in the chat, and the first suggestion, not just one, but not two, just one. I will take that suggestion and I will put it somewhere in here. So it's usually a background item or something. So sometimes I cop out and I just like write the word or something stupid like that. But come on. Anyway, where's my button? Right there. Okay, so here comes the dancing guy. Make sure you're looking at the chat, and when you see the word go, then put your suggestion in. Okay? Ready, set, go. We have our first suggestion. You guys weren't paying attention, I guess, and a whole bunch of suggestions came in before I put the word go in the chat. You gotta wait. You gotta wait for the chat. Remember, don't pay attention to the screen because because of lag and whatever. Like I don't know when things pop up. I don't have a see what I need. You know what I need? I need like a separate phone or screen or something with the stream, like where I can see it like down here somewhere, and then I know when my thing pops up and then I can hit the go. But I don't, so I just kind of count in my head and hope. I just hope that those two things pop up at the same time. So I got I got four suggestions before I even hit the word go. So the first one on my end that popped up after I put go was, do you want steak? So is that the suggestion? Or are you asking me if I want steak? Because if you're asking me if I want steak, yes, I want steak. But if that's a suggestion, then itchy trigger finger, you know. Do all veterans have that? Oh. All right. Just kidding. Just seeing if you're paying attention. I pushed the wrong button. Okay. Do you want steak? I guess that's the suggestion. Okay, so I'm gonna put, do you want steak? All right. That's what I'm gonna do. You remember when I said that sometimes I do a cop out? This is gonna be one of those times. Because it fits, all right? So now he's asking the flamingo, do you want steak with that marshmallow? All right, there we go. Where is his gosh dang it. Fine. I was hoping I would get away with nobody noticing that it didn't have a tutu. But I guess I have the word tutu right there. And so I can't, as a constant reminder. All right. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to put the tutu around his neck right here. I know that's not where tutus go, but that just seems like the best place to put it. You would think I'd get a reference for tutu. Like, of all the things to draw, and I'm like, I don't know what a flamingo is, but I guess I know what a tutu looks like. But I'm not totally sure this is what a tutu looks like. I just assuming it is. It's like a little frilly dress. Okay. There's your dadgum tutu. All right. Hope you're happy now. So during the family reunion, me, my brothers, and a couple of nephews, okay, so the house we were at, the house has like a sort of almost like mini campground type thing. So there's like this little cement pad that has a basketball hoop and stuff like that. So me, my brothers, and some nephews played a game of horse. And can you all believe that I did not win? I know. I'm as shocked as you are. Because I am like a supreme athlete. So it is crazy that I did not win. But, you know, I didn't want to show them all up, you know? I didn't want to make everybody feel bad by totally demolishing them. So I just kind of took it easy on them all, you know? you know how it is. I mean, I can't be good at everything. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let them feel like they're good at something. Tutu, drawing 101, 2 lines and a zigzag between them. I mean, pretty much, right? I did not. Wait, did I come in? No, I did not. I did not come in last. I think I was second to last. Yeah. I do have a. I'll have to put it in the highlight video. Um, so what? All right. So here's the story. So when we were playing horse, it was my brother Matt's turn, but like right before it was his turn, somebody called him on his cell phone. So he was on his cell phone, and he was still like, whatever. I'll take this call and play at the same time. So he did his little trick shot thing, whatever, because it was his turn to choose what the shot was, you know. So he does this trick shot on the phone, and he made it. So, uh, so then that meant so we all had to copy him, right? So everybody that had to do that shot. Everybody pulled out their phones and was going and doing the trick shot. So anyway, my brother Nathan, he got a video of me doing when it was my turn. So I'm like, I got the phone out and I'm trying to dribble and then do this trick shot, and it is absolute garbage. It is a terrible shot, and he got a beautiful video of it. So if I want to embarrass myself, which, I mean, that's what this whole show is about. Well, not the live show. The live show's to, have fun drawing or whatever. But the highlight video is to embarrass myself. So I will definitely put that video of me doing that terrible trick shot and missing like really bad. The ball basically slips out of my hands and goes flying. Like it doesn't even get anywhere near the basket. It's pretty great. It's called the Nokia fade. It was just a reverse layup. See, you say that like I'm supposed to know what a reverse layup means. Like even though I played basketball in 7th grade, I still didn't know what I was doing and I didn't know what things were called. So I didn't really learn much. You would think that playing one season of basketball would like help teach you stuff, but it didn't. Yeah, a reverse layup with a phone in your hand. I played basketball. Yeah, I was on the B team, which means um, I didn't know what I was doing. It was basically all the rejects that can't play basketball. That's called the B team. So I have sympathy for the B team players on basketball, because that was me. But I remember our win-loss record on the B team was better than the A teams. So go suck on that. We only lost 2 games the whole season. I remember there was this one game where, so the A team played before us, which is, or did they? No, I think we still played first. But like, anyway, so we're playing, and it was near the end of the game, but there's still like 20 to 30 seconds left. But our A team was in the stands watching, and they started counting down. They're like 5, 4, 3, and like the other team had the ball, and the kid just heard our team counting down, so he lobs it from like half court because he thinks the clock's running out. And so the kid on the other team just launches it, and there was still like almost 30 seconds left. He was so confused and then so embarrassed. I feel bad for him. It was funny though. I played NBA Jam on Nintendo in high school. The B team are people too. Yes, they are, but you can remember win-loss, but not reverse layup. Well, see, like, I know what winning and losing means, but I don't think the coach taught us a reverse layup. Or if it did, that was flipping like 30 some odd years ago. So I might have forgotten what it is, you know what I'm saying? And I don't watch sports, so, like, for my brain, reverse layup and like the quadratic formula from math, they went to the same place, like way, way in the very back over here where it never gets used. So yeah, when someone says reverse layup, you might as well be asking me, to write down the quadratic formula or something. I'm just like, what? Reverse layup? I probably would have just thought, oh, reverse layup, does that just mean do a layup with my non-dominant hand or something? Is that what it means? Or does it mean do it backwards? Like face backwards, face in reverse? See, that's the part I'm like, what part's reverse? Sports is one of those areas where I'm not a very good typical guy. Dudes start talking sports and I'm just like, I remember there was this one time this guy was talking to me, and he asked like, who's my team? And I was like, yeah, I don't watch sports. And it was like, conversation over. It was funny. The The dude had no idea what to say next. He was probably like, I've never run into this situation before in my life. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't mind playing sports, even if I stink at them. But I like stuff like physical challenges more than sports. Like, if there was an obstacle course or something like that, dude, I love doing something like that way more than sports. Like, to me, that stuff's cool. I like watching my kids play sports. But if it's not my kid, then it's like I don't care. Like, why am I watching this stranger? Why am I watching these other grown men play this thing? But I've watched other people play video games before, like on YouTube. So it's like, I'm still a grown man watching someone else play a game. So it's not different. Draw the legs. Some sort of a whipped feet or something. Sure. It's supposed to be a log. That look like a log. It's log. It's log. Dun, 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 it's wood. Log. It's log. It's better than bad. It's good. 10 points if you know where that's from. A little bonus moon for you. No one told me to draw the moon, but there it is. There's the moon. And these are stars. At least they will be whenever I get to coloring that in. Then they'll stand out like stars. Get some dirt down here. If you ever need to draw dirt, just do some squiggle lines and some little circles. Boom, dirt. Drawing's all about cheating. You just draw basic symbols of things. Oh, 10 points to Will. He guessed it. It was from Ren and Stimpy. That show was terrible. Okay. Back on track here. All right, there it is, people. There's your comic on demand of a happy camper with a marshmallow and a flamingo and a tutu with the mid suggestion of do you want a steak? So there it is. That was a simple one because I didn't draw much. I like those ones. Whoopsies. Whoops. Wrong button. All right. Anyway, thanks, people. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. I will upload the episode 35 that I did at the family reunion sometime. I probably need to edit it a little bit or something. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just throw it in as is, all raw and whatever. But And I should probably, I need to get I might need to get permission from my brothers and sisters or no, not them, from all the little kids, their parents. I might need to like get their permission to like, hey, do you care if your kid's voice is on the internet? Because the only camera, like there's the camera looking at the picture. And then I think my wife did sort of record, like over here off the side, she recorded my face. So maybe at some point a kid might have like walked past, which would mean their face is on the internet. And I don't know so I might need to like chop stuff like that out. So, anyway, so that's it. So I need to get permission from people's parents before I go sticking things on the internet. So that's why I haven't just uploaded it yet, because I need to do stuff like that. I need to keep it all above board and all. I think that's it. But anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. You're awesome. And we'll see you next week.